Hello, I am Tanya, Blue Jay Vintage. Happy Thursday. I'm in Pleasanton, California. Right now it's not so hot outside, but I think it's going to get up to 90, so we're doing indoor stuff today. I am getting ready for a huge craft fair at the end of October. I'm doing a lot of Christmas stuff right now, and that's really difficult when it's 100 degrees outside. But we're just going with it. So today I am working with vintage tins, vintage molds. I think some of these are even new. I'm not quite sure, but these look new to me. I haven't decided if I want to rust them up or not. I've got all different shapes and sizes. So I've got these little ones, these cute little Tart tins. I've even got this. Oh no, I lost my screw. I want to turn this into a Christmas ornament. Hey, Miss Tracy. So we're going to work on the inside and then I'll just find 2 new screws. I've also got some vintage cookie cutters. So we're going to turn those into Christmas ornaments. I do have one little one done. So my husband drilled a hole through one of the Tart tins. I couldn't get my twine through it, so I put some wire through it. Diamond dust on the back. That's just some polyfill, a little bottle brush tree, and a little present. Cute little ornament. So let me tilt you down. Oh, let me show you this. These are what I'm so proud of. A Christmas tree. This one is a Christmas tree with a miniature cookie cutter on the top. Let's see, with this one, I just finished this one this morning, so I need to put its little top on. So yeah, I've been busy. I've got some of them done. Hey, Miss Cindy. Some of them done, and then I've got some other ornaments that we're going to make with just cardboard. So I went on Digital Deco Design yesterday, and I just used cardstock. So this is the cardstock, and I printed what I wanted. I did a couple of each because I'm not quite sure. And I didn't even center them right. So some of them are cut off on the top. So that's what we're working with today. We're just minimal supplies, napkins, cardboard, and these vintage tins. Hi, Miss Tanya. Welcome. I'm going to tilt you down. You're going to see my mess. So here is when I started. This is a napkin. I decoupaged Mod Podge right on the back of this, and then I dipped it in decoupage and put it in red glitter. This one is the same. I don't like how shiny that is, so we're going to have to clean that one up. This one, that's a napkin back there, and then I put red glitter on. This one is just I got a package of vintage Affirma. And so that's just a cardstock she was on, and I put diamond dust around it. Some of these my husband has already drilled holes in, and some of them he did not. I've kind of gotten them all mixed up. I've got these bottle brush trees last year. I'm thinking of picking some pieces off of that. So let's clear my desk, and we'll get started. So these little Christmas trees are fun. However, they are a little time consuming. Let's do one of those first so we can get it started. Because the taller I go, the less, I mean, you kind of have to do one and then let it wait, let it dry, let it harden. Hot glue doesn't work on metal. So I'm using Gorilla Glue. So this is the glue I'm using. Super Glue, Gorilla Glue. And I don't have very many left. These are little blocks from the Dollar Tree. So let's see. Let's figure out what size we want to do. I have kind of just taken all the ones I have and just set them next to each other to determine kind of how I want to lay it out. And what I really like, let's see. Get one of these. and then I will kind of play with it. So we're going to I'm just going to set one block there first just to see. That's perfect to me. So I'm going to do one section at a time, set it aside and let it dry. If you start doing them all before the glue really sets, it gets wobbly or it doesn't stick. It just keeps toppling over. So I'll just do one at a time. But like all those four, I did all four of them at one time. So I did the first layer on all of them and then let the glue harden. So then these two, normally I don't move them. Normally I'll just do it and let them sit, but we're going to move that one out of the way. We're going to let that glue work. Now, let's see, what do we have next? So, let's see, this one, I've got all these little bottle brush trees. So this one I cut out and I put it on cardstock, this same cardstock. Decoupaged it to that and then decoupaged it to the inside of the tray. This is this tray. So that's really easy. But now I need to make it a little Christmassy. And I was thinking we're going to add this little tree. And then maybe some snow at the bottom, which is just polyfill, because that's what I have right here. So we are gonna, what am I doing? We're gonna use Gorilla Glue. And so Gorilla Glue is for long-term, hot glue is for right now. So we're gonna put some right here on the side and up the tree. And then we're gonna add just a couple little dots of hot glue. I'm going to hold it in place so it doesn't go rolling around. The Gorilla Glue takes 10 seconds to set up. I find that it takes a little bit longer. Because if I let go right now, this tree's going to pop up. I'm just going to give it a little bit. Perfect. No. Just hold it there another second. So I don't know why or how it started, but I have a love for these vintage tins. And I think putting them in Christmas ornaments, it's like a nostalgia kind of thing. So now I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom where the snow is going to go. We're going to do a little bit of Gorilla Glue and a little bit of hot glue. And it does not take a lot. I don't want to cover her. I want to keep her face showing, but I want it to look Christmassy. Perfect. Now I think I've got all these little dishes with doodads of Christmas little things. And I think this little silver, oh, there's two of them. I guess I'll just let them stay together. We're going to put some Gorilla Glue on that and do it kind of off to the side so that you still see her. Just letting it dry. Just want to make sure it's down before I lift it up and everything falls out. I didn't use my hot glue for now. Okay, there we go. Now, I can't get my twine in the holes, but what I'm going to use is some wire. Where's my wire? Okay, we're going to use this wire. So let me untwist this. This I got on Amazon. I don't even remember how much it was. It wasn't very much. I'm going to cut a piece off. That's probably too big, but that's okay. I'm going to go up through the bottom. And then I'm going to kind of shape it a little bit. We're going to get a nice little hanger. And what I want to do is twist this so that it does not come undone. Sometimes I will also use the needle nose just to get a good clamp on it and twist it. Then I'm going to trim off the end. I don't like how uneven that looks. I want a nice clean cut look. And cute little bow. I can't make bows this tiny, so I buy them. And I think we're going to do this one. Glue will not hold this on, so I'm going to use twine and tie it on. I had some scissors. So I'll kind of get it ready. Go up in between the bow and then just tie a simple knot. I have my ring finger on top of the bow so it's not moving around. And before I really cinch it down, I want to make sure my bow is where I want it. So this to me is like a touch of rustic, but still a little sparkle. I'm going to trim off the excess. There is one cute little ornament. So I know in our area, a lot of vintage markets are coming up, which is why I'm doing this one now. So you can keep your eye open for these cute little Tart tins. These, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with those yet. This was a pin, an old vintage pin, and I just popped the back off. But I think he's too big to go in there. This one, uh-oh, where's the hole? Maybe this one did. Oh, it did, and I put the picture on wrong. So the hole's up here at the top. So I'm going to set this to the side, let Honey Bear drill it the other way. Or I'll pop it off and re-decoupage it. Let's see. Did I do that to a whole bunch more? This one, it's hard for me not to just go over the top. I'm not sure that this one really needs anything else. It's glitter and it's Santa. So, I can't find, there it is. This hole is tiny. This one. What's nice is this wire is so flexible, so I can kind of do anything I want with it. I'm just going to twist it so it stays together. And then just trim off that excess. And actually, I'm seeing a lot of silver here, so I'm going to add some more glitter. We need more glitter. Because the other side is pretty glittered in, so I'm going to take a smaller brush and then just be very intentional, since the rest of it's dry, where I want my glitter to go. Add a little bit more on these sides also. And at the top. And then we'll add our glitter. So getting ready for this craft fair, I'm working one project at a time and doing multiples of each. So I just finished doing some faux cinnamon rolls. So while those were drying and getting ready, I started doing these. And I'll do all my ornaments and little trees till they're gone, and then I'll move on to my next project. Getting ready for a craft fair, I usually will sit down and think what I want to do. And when you do multiple things, it's really hard to find buyers that want to just come in. You can't do everybody. So you do your style and you pick, 7 or 8 things and just do multiples of those. That's cute. Now I think it just needs a bow. I'm not sure. Actually, that is pretty cute. Oh, I like that one better. Okay, we're gonna tie it to the top of the little hanger. I'm gonna get my knot started, and then use my finger to hold it in place. And I'm okay that the twine shows on the bow. To me, that gives it a little bit of a rustic look. Plus, it's right in the center, so it just kind of goes with it. So that was quick and easy. There's our little Santa hanger. Okay, let's see. So our tree, that's good and sturdy. So we're going to add our next block. I need to make sure I don't need 2 blocks. So that's what I do in between each layer. So that would be 1 block. I think that might be too short. I would glue 2 blocks together, and that's better. So now this is the tricky one. This has just this nub right here. I got to make sure and get it on there without knocking these 2 off. So I'll glue these 2 together, give them a minute to, really glue together, and then I will glue one into the other. It might be out of glue. So that's the time-consuming part. I have to wait for these 2 blocks to be glued together and sturdy, and then I will attach this to the blocks. So this is what we have started. Oops. Yeah, you're not supposed to move it. Let's try that again. I'm not sure I have enough glue on there. Okay. So now I'll set it to the side and let that glue dry. Okay. Then, So here is a green version of what we just did. And I think the glitter's good on the inside of that. So we'll add his little hanger. These would be super cute even in the just laying on a table in a dough bowl for Christmas decor, so you don't even have to worry about drilling a hole in them. Or you could attach with Gorilla Glue, you could attach a hanger to the back. Just let it dry. I don't have the hand strength, so I'm going to use my needle nose to crimp this closed. But I like with the wire, it gives it a little bit of a rustic look. Let's see. Oh, I like the red with that. So this is how I do the ornaments. I'll lay out all the extra little embellishments that I have. Get them all glued together. Where's the end of my twine? This came in a package of those wood slices. I'm using this up before I use my regular twine. Okay, so come on now. Okay, let me just get this knot started. Tighten it down and then straighten it out. Perfect. There's another one. So if you don't have the vintage Tart tins, I'm going to do another couple of, I had a friend follow me and send me this napkin. She sent me a whole bunch of them. And I had liked this little piece that was on it, but this would not fit in any of the Tart tins. So I'm going to decoupage it onto some cardboard. But first, I need to trim it down. And I want to peel the back off so you see the corrugation. I love that look. Okay, I really did not even cut that straight. Okay, this is the piece that we're going to use. I need to get this wet, and that's how, hey, Miss Liz, that's how we peel this paper off. Uh-oh. My mister's here. I'll just use my water bottle. My other mister's in the garage. I'm working on a dining room table. So I'm just going to get this cardboard wet. And then I'm going to start peeling. There, I like that. So this is going to be the back side of this ornament. And I'm okay with some of this left behind. But I'm going to kind of press it down. That's the back side. This front side, we will put some Mod Podge right on this cardboard. It's still wet, which is fine. And before I put this napkin down, I am going to, where's my scissors? I am going to put my hanger. I'm going to tie a little knot. I'm going to put this underneath that napkin and the cardboard. Not the knot, but the regular, because the knot would kind of stick up. So I'm going to kind of just hold it there for right now. Get that in place. And then go back over it. So it will adhere to the rope and the cardboard. These are fun little package toppers. So then on the back you could write to and from. I mean, that's a really inexpensive, easy way to make something personal. And in fact, I think I'm going to throw a little diamond dust on there. Just ever so gently. Oh, I knew it. I'm going to slip that back in. Put it back down. I'm not supposed to use it till it's dry. Super cute little tag or ornament. Let me get back in here. Okay, then I let it dry. Let's check on our little tree here. These blocks seem good and secure. So we are going to add this little mold to the top. Make sure there's enough glue. And this one, because of the way the inside of this mold is, I'm going to hold it in place. I don't want it to get off center. I want to hold it for a few seconds and then make sure I'm not crooked and wobbly. Because this is going to hold three more layers. So we need it to be secure and straight. Now let's see if we can do this without knocking it over. We'll let that dry. Now these cute little vintage cookie cutters. These, we're gonna just Mod Podge the whole thing and diamond dust them. When I find cookie cutters that are a cute shape that you can tell what they are, I get them, but I never use them as a cookie cutter. They'll be ornaments or little tags on top of cutting boards for gifts. Make sure he's covered all the way around. Even where my finger was. And we are gonna smother him in diamond dust. Turning him all the way around just so it all sticks. Woo! That was a lot. Trying to show you. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. Let me fix it since I dropped it. Now this, it'll completely dry, and then I'll probably put a little bow around his neck and then hang from the back side. I'll wrap it around this piece, and then that will become a little ornament. So here's a cute little, I think it's a rooster. Get this back in. And I'm okay that there's some red in there. It usually ends up mixing at some point. Get everything covered. And I like these because I can cover the whole thing and still have a place to hold it. You know, there are some other types of older ornaments, or even some newer ones you can make to look old. But doing something like this is so much easier when there's a handle right in the middle of it. Otherwise you have to do, you know, half at a time. Get his little nose. And we'll do the sides. And the bottom. And the sides. Thanks, Miss Cynthia. Your box went out today. It was a crazy weekend. All packages from the sale on Friday have gone out as of today. So this one is a little rabbit. I think I'm going to save this one for a Easter project. This little dog is cute. These two I'm going to save for an Easter project. But let's get him done. He's smaller. Plus I'll get them going and let them dry, and then that way we can get them all finished up. Okay. We're just going to go all the way around. Set them to the side to dry. Now for, oh shoot. Never fails. Let's do this little light. I have something in mind. So I think, so the bases of these little wooden trees, I checked and they're too big. So I'm going to cut a piece of cardboard just to have a base. I don't like that. So that way, whatever I put in is not going to fall out the bottom. And I think, okay, I'm just really eyeballing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's a little bit too big. So now that I know the right size, I'm going to make sure it fits in here while it's closed, because this is how it's going to be. It's still a little too big to close. Let me trim it. We're just going to trim it. Perfect. So now we can do whatever we want on the inside because there's a place to stop. So what I want to do, I need to save that so I know which it is. I was thinking one of these trees and some snow. Actually, I want the green tree. So I'm going to just kind of figure how tall I want it. And then we're going to trim it right about there. And for that, I'm just going to use my wire cutters. Maybe. So this one then, you can actually trim it and then use some white paint and you'll have a whole nother tree. Or you can use it on another one of these. So for this one, I've got these little, I don't know where I got these. They look like packages. They're empty boxes. I'm going to stick him in here. So I need to make a little hole. It's not going to work. Use, there we go. I'm going to trim back so I have a little more wire showing. I can stick it in this box. With a little bit of hot glue. I'm just stick it. So that's going to have a base. Make sure I'm in that little hole I just made. That way it's secure. It's not going to tip over. I'll wait for it to dry. And now for the bottom. I want some snow. I'm just going to put hot glue on my little cardboard piece. We're going to do just a little bit for right now. Just letting it sink in there. So then we're going to build off of this piece. We're going to attach that. And I've got like these little people, like they're village pieces from any craft store. This cute little clock. My sister started one and then decided not to do it. So she gave me all the little pieces. I'm thinking the clock. I'm thinking just the clock. So I'm going to hot glue this one first since it's the biggest one. Kind of spread that snow around. Hold it into place. See if I can, it's done yet. We only have about 8 minutes. I know we can finish this one. Perfect. And then the bottom of this is flat also. So we're going to hot glue that. Not to the polyfill, but I'm kind of trying to go to the cardboard. Let that get nice and bonded. Oh, I totally missed the cardboard and glued it to my paper. It figures. My paper is the same color as the cardboard. Okay, let's try that again. We'll just try that again. on the cardboard right here. And it's actually double-sided. I could put it sideways in here and you can see it from each side, or only on the front. We're going to open this. Just get an idea of what we're going to see. That's pretty cute. I like that. I have some more little presents I could stack in there if there's room. I kind of don't want to overdo it. So I'm just going to put a bead of hot glue in here so that the cardboard will stick to it. And then this closes with tension, so I have to get 2 new screws. Let me get the back side in first. I mean, these you can find them in your garage. Garage sales are probably really cheap. Now I'm going to do the front side. Get it in place. And once I have it screwed in on both sides, it's going to be nice and tight, and I can kind of push these how they're going to go. There. That's better. There, that's better. That's better. I think that's adorable. I think maybe just a little rustic bow right here would be cute. But that is a really cute, you could hang it on the tree if you have a fake tree, I bet, because it's heavy. Or in a dough bowl. I mean, I think you can put everything in a dough bowl. So I've got to find my screw that I just dropped. And we'll put that back in. I thought I'd be lucky just to see it, but I don't. So we'll get Honey Bear to do another one. Right now, I'll just lay it in place. Right there. So now we have a few minutes. I was going to do some little canvas signs also. Not big, but some people do change their wall decor out. These are almost like pre-cut for these sizes. Just to do a reverse decoupage or reverse canvas. So where's my... So what I would do with my X-Acto knife, we're going to cut this canvas off. Oopsie. We're going to rip this stuff off. Maybe. Maybe. Doesn't matter if the staples come out or not. I usually will glue it back down on that side. Just don't seem to have the strength to pull this out. So let's make sure. Oh yeah, that'll still fit there. So let's see which one we want. I need to clean off my desk. I'm thinking this one, but I don't know. The whole thing won't show through. So, I'll just kind of play around so I find one I like the way it fits. Then I will paint this board the same color. I think these are the same size. That actually would not be terrible. That's not bad, but I want to check Silent Night. Oh, I like that. So for this, I'll probably do a brown. Then you decoupage it onto this and you glue this into place. You could even put a hanger on the back and it can be a Christmas ornament. Like, the possibilities are endless. So on our little tree, I will just keep going. I'll figure out how many blocks I need and then just keep stacking up. And that is how you get a Christmas tree. So I actually this morning ordered from Totally Bling some snowflake crystals to go on the top as the star on the top. Those are going to be beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm here working Christmas ornaments right now. And I thank you guys for coming in and spending some time with me. It's been forever since I've been live on my page. I had ankle surgery 3 weeks ago now, and I'm walking without my boot. So excited. So thanks, guys. Make sure you're in Craft on the Clock so you can see who's coming up next. I appreciate you.